Okay, I guess we're on to Leon Claw next. Or not Leon Claw, but Leon Crescent, which is UX06. So we've seen some images over Leon Crescent, but we finally have some clear images here. And for anybody doubting that this blade is going to be left spin, look at the gear chip. That is right spin right there. We get a nice little motif of the lion face right here. It reminds me a lot of kind of like Leon from MFB, just yellow instead. I kind of really like these little dots, how they are, like little animals. It reminds me of like Shark Edge, to be honest. But this blade, while most people will think, oh, it's really tanky, and you know, probably fairly heavy. I want to say it's probably about 34, 35 grams, which is not bad by all standards. Maybe even heavier. The only downside is how these blades are shaped and how much of a gap there is in between each of the blades. So more likely a more aggressive version of Wizard Rod, like if Scythe and Rod had a child, we get this. Onto 760. Oh my god. Holy shit. 760. 760 is a bulky freaking ratchet. Bulky as can be. And I can see 760 being paired up with Wizard Rod, making it not only heavier, but even harder to burst, because my goodness, look how thick that is. If we look on over at this thing, this diorama, holy crud, that is thick. Especially paired up with it alone. So pairing this up with Rod, God, save us now. And then the most disappointing part, Gear Needle. Yeah, here's the thing, Leon Claw is now a defense type out of all things, when it was originally a balance type. Doesn't make sense. So we get a recolor of like a sand green of Gear Needle. I kind of like the color of it. It's alright. I don't really care for a Gear Needle, but it's there. I like the sand green of it. 760 is going to be a meta killer for sure. Leon Claw, don't know until we have a confirmed weighting, but the main gimmick that we have with Leon Claw is the fact of the layer and ratchet being like fused kind of together. It is a wall impactful thing, which is something that a lot of BX and UX base struggle with, is the factor of there's a big like gapping hole between the ratchet and the layer, making it very, very difficult to not burst completely. So looking at that, it might actually be a good thing, especially if it's just, if they figured it out how, if it just lines up perfectly with the layer only for Crest.
Meta stuff, I have no clue what to think of the meta for now. It looks pretty heavy for the blade, it looks chunky. The ratchet is interesting. You mentioned, what, Wizard Rod for the ratchet?
Yeah.
I can probably see that happening. It's a mystery why they gave it Gear Needle. The whole switching types thing, I'm not too bothered by that.
We have
I want to say that's happened before in Beyblade, but I don't know if it has, like, from like the main characters, when like when they get a new Bey.
We have a release date and price, by the way. So this is coming out August 10th, is when we're supposed to be expecting Leon Crest, which, you know, get your wallets ready if you really want this meta-busting piece here, 760, and it's going to cost 1,400 yen, which convert that to USD, basically $9. That is confirmed date, August 10th, for about $9 over in Japan if you're just going ahead and buying it 14 yen.